So good morning. Fingers through your toes. We're warming one foot up to start with, so making sure our heel stays still, and we're warming the forefront of our foot up. So today's session is all about making sure that we're finding the apnea and that our breathing is great. So we're going to start with all of that. Cool. Okay. And what things to look out for to make sure your apnea is great as well. So I keep getting up and down and letting folk in, so apologies if it's a bit of a distraction. So once we've done one foot, move to the other. Same thing. Warming our feet up, we're starting to nudge the 250 to 300,000 nerve endings in each foot. So by warming our feet up, we're starting to warm our pelvic floor up, which is perfect for what we're doing today. Cool. Okay, so once this is nice and warm, we're just going to do a bit of a toe stretch. So we're going to stick our toes underneath us, and we're just going to sit back and allow them to stretch. Perfect. And then you can come off and ease off them a bit. Put your feet flat on the floor, and then come down again, and just we're getting that top of the foot stretch as well. And then come back up, and we're going to do one more of each. Okay. Just allow the toes to stretch. And then come back down again. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start now lying on our backs on the floor. The reason we're lying on our backs for today, do you know what? I'm going to get better sound. Hold on. So you guys come to lie down. Better sound. So, coming to lie down on your backs. We're doing this so that we can really feel that the back of our body is not going to leave the floor when we do our breathing to start with. So we want to find a neutral pelvis. And by neutral, what we're going to do is we're going to rock through our pelvis. So we're going to tilt our pelvis forwards, then tilt our pelvis back. And we're going to then come just a few times and then come to resting in the center between the anterior tilt and the posterior tilt of our pelvis. And now just rock your pelvis from side to side, so like east and west. And then again come to rest in the center of your pelvis. Excellent. Then we want to make sure the lower part of our back, directly underneath our belly button, is slightly off the floor, and the back of our rib cage is on the floor, and the back of our head is on the floor. So we've got like an S shape with our spine. So it should feel like a lovely S shape. Perfect. Okay, then from here, what I'd like to do is I'd like you to focus on the lower ribs. So feel where they are in your body. So I'd like you to just take a moment to feel where your lower ribs are. So feel round from your sternocleidomastoid, from your xiphoid process here at your solar plexus. Just feel round to where your lower ribs are at the sides. And I'd like you just to hold your lower ribs. So feel where yours are. Everybody's body's slightly different. Some people have them higher up than others. But really the mobile bits of your rib cage, and hold on to them. So as we inhale, I'd like you to just feel those lower ribs expanding out towards the sides. So we're going to do 3 breaths, just focusing on the expansion out towards the sides of the lower ribs. So taking your time, so ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, allow them to draw back in and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now take a moment. I'd like you to take a moment to be aware of your upper chest area. So where your clavicle is. So your clavicle is this bone that goes across the top here. So just be aware of that clavicle. And I'd like you to just put your fingers on that clavicle. So they're like, you feel what's going on with the clavicle. Now, as we inhale, I'd like you to feel that this clavicle is not moving up towards your chin. So the clavicle is going to stay roughly where it is. As you exhale, it's not going to be dropping down from your chin to your chest. So we want to make sure, but the reason we're doing this is to make sure you're not lifting your ribs with your clavicle instead of widening them to the sides. So put your fingers on your clavicle. We're going to do 3 breaths, thinking about those lower ribs moving, but touching your clavicle while we do it. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So did any of you feel that clavicle moving up and down when we did that, or did that really help you to focus on what's going on? Hands up if you felt clavicles moving. Ace, good. Okay, so now I'd like you to take one hand on your clavicle and one hand on those lower ribs, those squishy ones, the ones that are going to move. Now clavicle's going to stay largely where it is, and the lower ribs are going to move out towards the side, so we've got this real feeling of that movement. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now taking your hand away from your clavicle, putting your hands back around your rib cage on either side, I'd like you to have your thumb towards the back of your rib cage, fingers towards the front. Now your fingers at the front are going to be feeling into your abdominal wall, so it should feel all squidgy at the moment, hopefully. And then the thumb at the back is going to feel the back of your body. So now for this one, this is 3, we're going to focus on widening to the sides and feeling the back of your body move. Yeah, we just need it to move. So, or expand is a better word. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now, what we want to make sure is happening, remember when we inhale and widen our ribs, our abdominal muscles should be extending all the way around. So we want to make sure that there's movement in your abdominals when we're breathing. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide our hands down so that you can feel the bottom of your ribs on the inside of your hand, but the kind of pinky side of your hand is definitely on your ribs. So everything's on your abdominals, but you can still feel the ridge of your ribs. Now, we want to feel not just to the front of our abdominals, but we want to feel the side, the front and the back, because it's all going to be moving at the same time. So we're not pushing out towards the front. As we inhale, the whole of the abdominal canister engages. It's the right word. So we're thinking as the ribcage opens, then the abdominals are going to follow. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, and now they should contract in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now the last one, I'm going to get you to take one hand onto your lower abdominals, right down here. Just kind of above your pubic bone, between your pubic bone and your belly button. And the other hand I'd like on up here. So just almost at your upper chest, kind of the top of your breasts area. So this is your big rectus abdominis muscle, this is where that is. So as we inhale, I'd like you to think about the air or the movement being down this way too. So as you inhale, I'd like you to feel movement under your hand in your pubic symphysis, and I'd like you to feel that you've got movement here. So it's as if we're sending the air, I know we're not sending the air because the air's staying in our lungs, but we're sending the movement of the air downwards and upwards at the same time. So we should feel this movement. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done, guys. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, there's lots of good movement going on there. So now taking your hands away for a moment, just hands by your side, we're going to try and think about all of those things at the same time. So the rib cage is starting the movement. So as the rib cage starts the movement, everything else should fall into place. We're not lifting with our clavicle, we're expanding our ribs all the way around from the bottom of our ribs. And then that will start our abdominals moving and everything else. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lovely movement of bodies going on there. So we're going to take our hands back to hold our rib cage just for a moment. And I'd like you to hold the lower ribs. So our apnea breath is really the lower ribs widening. So it's our rib cage widening. We're not lifting. So same as the breathing, we're not lifting from the clavicle. So let's have our hands around our rib cage and we're going to think about that beautiful breathing we've just been doing. And at the end of the third one, we're going to close our mouth and nose and expand our ribs. Thinking about them expanding towards the side and expanding towards the back. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Stretch your rib cage, widen it to the sides, behind. Expand, expand, expand. Nice, and when you need to inhale, inhale, and exhale, release. So for this next one, I'd like you to take one hand and place it back up here by your clavicle. We're making sure that we're not lifting our rib cage with these sternocleidomastoid muscles up here. So we're going to do our 3 breaths. You can hold onto your rib cage with one hand, and on the third one, apnea, obviously. So let's do it. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs, stretch your ribs out towards the sides. Expand, expand, expand. And you might feel a little bit of movement in your upper chest, and that's fine. We're just not lifting with our sternocleidomastoid muscles. When you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release. Brilliant. Okay, so now taking your hands by your side, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to use a little cue. So we're going to, just to see if we can enhance your rib opening at all. So we're going to do our 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, we're going to close our mouth and nose. We're going to pause, like we always do. And then just as we're about to open our rib cage, I'd like you to imagine sniffing a flower with a blocked nose. And just see if that helps you get a little bit more. So just try it as before we do the breath work. So if you think, take an inhale, take an exhale, close your mouth and nose. And now keeping your nose closed, think about sniffing a flower and just feel what it might do to your ribcage. You feel how it starts to elicit a little movement. Not everybody feels this, so if you don't, it's fine. Let's try it as part of our ribcage opening now. So we're going to do our 3 breaths and then come into it. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Take this moment to think about that blocked nose and the flower and start to widen your ribs using that little prompt to help you if it works for you. And when you need to inhale, inhale here and exhale, release. Okay, so now, this time we're going to do the same thing, but I'd like you to try this one. So this is another little prompt to see if you can get a little bit more from your apnea. So I'd like you to imagine sucking a strawberry out the bottom of a glass with a straw. Now this is a different sucking mechanism than just going with your mouth, yeah? Because that's just creating tension. So we've got our mouth slightly open, so to speak, or lightly pursed as we do it. So again, we're not taking in any air, we're not creating loads of tension, it's just to start that response. So try one without all the breathing. So we're going to do an inhale and exhale and think about sucking with a straw. And don't worry about doing an apnea, we're just thinking about that movement pattern. So take a nice inhale in, inhaling, exhaling. Close your mouth and nose, pause for a moment. Don't worry about trying to create an apnea, but just do the sucking and see if you feel anything in your ribcage. Yeah, I saw some apnea, it's coming there. So we're going to do that one now. 3 breaths, apnea, and try that little sucking thing and see if it works to give you a bit of a deeper apnea. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, and suck, and then widen. Hold until you need to inhale, and when you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release. Now, we're going to do a visualization now as we do the ribcage opening. You can choose whether you want to do that nose or that straw or neither of them. It's up to you. But this time, when we come to the end, on each exhale, on every exhale, I'd like you to think about your sacrum moving towards your heels as your head moves towards the opposite wall. So every time we exhale, we're going to think about getting just a little bit taller and longer. And then when we come to do the apnea and start to widen our ribcage, we're going to continue to get longer. So we're going to really think about that idea of lengthening, because it makes a massive difference to the engagement that we get. So, same thing again. You can have your hands around your ribs if you want, or hands by your side. 3 breaths. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Use whichever visualization you'd like. Widen your ribs. As you widen your ribs, think about that lengthening. Sacrum going one way, head going the other. And just get that little bit more activation into our body. And when you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release. Now remembering, when we do the apnea breath, our abdominal muscles will move. They will move. So as the fascia starts to contract, the abdominal muscles will contract with it or be drawn in with it. So just be aware there will be movement in your abdominals during the apnea, and there's obviously abdominal movement during the breathing. So let's do a little bit of dorsiflexion now, because the other thing that we know from science and we know from testing is that when we do ankle dorsiflexion, we get an engagement into our abdominal muscles, into our deep transverse. So we get more engagement. So let's just do the abdominal, let's just do the flexion of the feet. And again, we're going to come back, we're going to think about the lengthening during each breath. So hands can be around your ribcage or hands by your side, and really focus on your ribcage moving all the way around like a big corset opening and closing. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. You can use one of those things we've done already, and then start to widen your rib cage. As you widen, checking in with your ankle dorsiflexion, checking in with the length of your spine. And when you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release. Good. So all those things we've just been doing are all to do with increasing the intensity of the apnea. But also, we also want to start really engaging the other muscle chains to help with our pelvic floor lift. So what we're going to do now is we're going to dorsiflex our feet and come into the full pose. Squish marshmallows underneath your feet. So this is starting to engage your posterior chain of your legs. Think about drawing your heels back towards your sit bones, but with no movement. And at the same time, think about your sacrum or your coccyx moving towards your feet. So you should feel this activation in your deep core. Hold a little ball between your knees without moving your knees in or out. We're just holding it in place. And this starts to increase the work of the adductors that really support the pelvic floor at the bottom. We're internally rotating our hands into first position. We want to feel our shoulder blades nice and flat on the floor. And in this internal rotation, we want to be nudging gently away with the elbows. And this is to create better engagement through the nervous system and other things too. We get more engagement through our back muscles and our pectoral muscles at the front too. So now, relaxing your jaws, looking up towards the ceiling. Every time you exhale, you're getting longer. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, and exhale, we're going to move our hands to second position. Now, the reason we move our arms is because as we move our arms, we get better activation of what's called the serratus anterior muscles, so we're going to get a better rib opening and better activation of our pelvic floor. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, lengthen again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling here and exhaling, moving your hands to third. Okay, from here, we want to feel that our shoulders are as far away from our ears as we possibly can get them. And this will stop us bringing our shoulders up towards our ears in this position. Feel that length in your spine. Again, better activation going on here. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, give your arms a shake off. Get your body, give yourself a nice rock because we've done all that active engagement against the floor. Well done. And then roll onto your side. So I'm hoping that that's given you a little bit more depth into your apnea, just got us to slow it back down again.